Every Friday, I will be taking the Monday through Thursday scripture readings and bringing out a few highlights to help prepare you for the weekend worship and for living life with Jesus day to day. If you're not currently receiving the Monday through Thursday readings, you can sign up for them by clicking on the link down below in the description box. In the Matthew 20 reading, Jesus describes what life with Him is like. If He is the King, here's what life in His kingdom is like. And He tells an all too familiar story of disgruntled employees who stage a protest over their unfair wages. Yes, the kingdom of heaven is like that, in that it seems unfair that some work harder than others and yet all receive the same pay. Now, our ears are attentive to equality issues and equal pay, so it makes no sense that the one who worked only 2 hours should get the same as those who bore the heat of the day and worked until sundown. But that is exactly the point that Jesus wanted us to notice. Life in His kingdom is not about fairness or even equality, because life with Him began with His generous invitation to come as you are and join in His work. And all of this for no other reason than He desired that you be part of His family business as a family member. You did not apply for the position. You did not earn the spot, but were invited to come and work. The Old Testament reading from Isaiah brings this grace-filled invitation to our attention when Isaiah wrote, "Seek the Lord while He may be found. Call on Him while He is near. Let the wicked forsake their ways and the unrighteous their thoughts. Let them turn to the Lord, and He will have mercy on them, and to our God, for He will freely pardon." Life with Jesus in His kingdom begins with Him making Himself available and accessible to us, which requires pardon and forgiveness for all people who are with Him. But with this undeserved grace, He makes Himself findable and approachable, even though we are filled with sin and rebellion. Even so, the owner of the vineyard will put us to work, and in so doing, our lives change. We become more and more like the owner since we become His adopted family. None of us are good employees, but it just so happened that at the right time and at the right place, we encountered the owner, and He took pity on us, and He said, "Come, I have a place for you so that you can work with me." St. Paul, in our Philippians 1 passage, talks about this meaningful work when he said, "For me to live is Jesus, and to die in Him is gain. If I am to live in the flesh, that means fruitful labor for me." Some will come to work early and some late in life. But whether early or late, we all have the same standing before God. We are equal sinners who have equally shared in His mercy and grace. And anyone who believes that they have earned more because of their efforts have not been working for the vineyard owner at all. They have been self-employed contractors. And you know what happens to contractors when the work is done. They're let go. But in a family business, sons and daughters remain. Jesus summed up His "the kingdom of heaven is like" parable by saying such self-employed people in the end will miss out on being in the kingdom at all. Not because God is a mean and heartless employer who cares nothing for His workers, but that they were never part of His staff and members of His family in the first place. And as such, they will be given their agreed-upon pay and sent on their way, while the family of God is gathered to the house and enjoy their Master's happiness in His kingdom forever. So, are you living like a contract employee or a family member? Any thoughts of getting your fair share or worrying that you've not done enough to earn your spot all come from the self-employed heart. But now is the time to turn from such thoughts and seek the mercy of God. Call upon Him while He is near, and He will have compassion on you and will abundantly pardon you. For you have been invited to come and work with Jesus. You are part of His employ by grace, and your pay is being His now and forever, His family. May the Lord bless your day, and I will see you all this weekend in worship, either in person or online.